Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Mangg Plays the Best Games of All Time. This time we're looking at Super Mario Kart. The original Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo, released in 1992. I mean, look, you know, and I know, and everyone else knows that Super Mario Kart is not one of the best games of all time. Right? I mean, we all know this. Mario Kart 64 is also on this list. I'm not even sure if Mario Kart 64 is one of the best games of all time. But let's just do this again, because I like doing this now. It makes me feel like, it makes me feel superior. Let's look best Mario Kart games, huh? Let's see them ranked. Alright, here's Kotaku. Questionable source, but let's see what they have to say. Alright, they have Super Mario Kart, ranked as... They sort of rank this... weird. That would be like 7th. Okay, their best, they rank the best one as 8. Then 64 is their 5th best, and Super Mario Kart is the 6th best. Alright, so 5th and 6th from them. Let's find a different source here. Usually I like Game Informer. They do it nice and clean looking. I mean, basically everyone has ranked. Alright, according to Ranker, all 9 Mario Kart games ranked. Super Mario Kart is at number 7 of 9. Mario Kart 64, 5 of 9. Alright, so there you go again. 5 and 7. Okay, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Alright, here's medium.com, Mario Kart Series ranked. So out of 10, 10 slots here, we've got Super Mario Kart at 8, and Mario Kart 64 at 5. Alright, curious stuff. Let's go to Reddit, as usual, the actual fans. Alright, the Nintendo subreddit. What is the best Mario Kart game? Objectively, 8. In my heart, 64. Okay. 8. It's neck and neck between Double Dash and 8. Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart DS. Double Dash. 8. Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii. 8. DS 64, 8. Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64. DS. DS. Double Dash or 8. 8. Mario Kart 7. Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 7. Wii. Double Dash. Super Mario Kart is criminally underrated compared to other Mario Kart games. Someone else responded to that by saying, definitely not the best, though. 64, Double Dash, 64, DS, 8, 8, 64. Alright, let's go to the Mario Kart subreddit. What is the best Mario Kart game ever made? They have a poll. Well, would you look at this? Guess what option... You don't really have to guess. You already know in your heart of hearts. Which option has the lowest amount of votes by quite a thick margin? Oh, if you guessed Super Mario Kart for the SNES, you're correct. Had 7 votes out of 594. Mario Kart 64 had 23 votes. 8 had 281 votes, which is nearly 50% of the vote. Now, Mario Kart 8, not on the list, shockingly. I know that's just going to blow your mind that they wouldn't put 8 on the list, even though clearly fans seem to think that it's the best by a large margin. The majority of fans. And almost no fan of the series thinks that Super Mario Kart is the best, and yet here it is as the best game of all time! Oh, God. Alright, we already knew that before I even typed in the search. So let's just play. The only reason I'm even making this video at all is just because I haven't played the original Super Mario Kart in a long time. I don't know if we even owned this as a kid. I'm not sure. If we owned this as a kid, if I had this in my childhood, I did not play it much. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want Mario. Yeah, there's no Wario here, so that pisses me off right out the gate. I think maybe I spent the most time as Toad if I played this. Wario's not in 64 either, is he? Actually, I don't even know. I don't even know if he is. I mean, we're gonna get to that anyways. Oh yeah, Wario is in 64. Yeah, we definitely owned Mario Kart 64, because everyone did. And, yeah, we played a lot of Mario Kart 64. I'm not arguing that Mario Kart 64 isn't a great game. The question is, one of the best games of all time. So yeah, if you've never seen the original Super Mario Kart, this is what it is. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, you can still see a lot of, like, the identity of the series here. And, fuck. For the time, this was, like, a great, fun racing game. I mean, Nintendo did it right. It obviously does not really hold up compared to most other entries in the series. Eat shit! I don't know where the fuck that went. Got some catching up to do. Fuck, I bounced over the items. Out of my way, Donkey Kong. No, I gotta let off the acceleration on the corners. Oh, third place, come on. No, you fuck fat ass Donkey Kong! There we go. Gun it. Yeah! Toad for the win! Yeah, I mean, so it's just like, yeah, I mean, it still holds up in the sense of being playable. It's not like that archaic or obtuse or just clunky. It's just, there's so many better Mario games, let alone racing games. It does boggle my mind a little bit that at least 6 journalists decided that this was one of the best games of all time. Now, if the list comes from like 1996 or something, then yeah, maybe. And yeah. Alright, yeah, just let... Oh, shit! Didn't realize that. Fuck. Fuck! You're all shitting on Toad! It's outrageous! Oh my god! Yeah, jump! I needed that boost. That was my own fucking... Don't worry, they'll give me something good here. Where am I gonna use this on this map? Oh, fuck, that was a waste. Alright, that's what we got. That's what we got. Work with it. It's a fucking feather jump bullshit. Am I really gonna get 8th place on this because I don't know how to drive? Fuck! Just total stoppage. I think it's better to just be a big dude. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm disqualified. God. From 1st to 6th. What a shit. Ranked out. Alright, so that's Mario Kart. Super Mario Kart on the SNES. It's just like a novelty at this point. Not one of the best games of all time. Just crazy that they would actually put that on here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you know how many lists put this as one of the best games of all time? I can't even count this many. It's way more than 6. I would guess this is like 40 lists. This is one of the most, like, popular games to be listed. I mean, obviously, like, FHM and shit put it on there. The 20 greatest games of all time. The 20 greatest games of all time, and one of them is Super Mario Kart. What? Are you serious? Can I read this? This can't be real. This is just made up. I have to load an archive version, so it's super slow. The 50 greatest games of all time, and it's on there. This isn't even an old list. These lists are from 2014, 2017. Okay, hold on. Alright. Oh my god. This has to be a joke. Okay. Best games ever. The 20 greatest games of all time. And it says, at last, the definitive list. We played every single game, carefully mulled over the points for and against each one, created an exacting scoring system that gives a real quantifiable appraisal of each game's merit, and carefully graded them against each other, allowing for changes in graphics and sound over time, hardware performance, and, nah, only joking, we've just made up a list of games we like. Alright. So here's their top 20. This is, Stuff. I assume it's a magazine. I mean, it's a website. It's just stuff.com. Stuff.tv. Number 20, Far Cry 3. Number 19, GoldenEye. 18, Counter-Strike. 17, Hotline Miami. 16, The Secret of Monkey Island. Hold on, I have to load the next 5. Takes a while. Alright, 15, Street Fighter 2. 14, Red Dead Redemption. 13, Doom. 12, Super Mario Brothers. 11, The Last of Us. Yeah. So let's see what's better than The Last of Us on their list. One of those games is Super Mario Kart, as we know. 10, Journey. 9, Fallout 3. 8, GTA 5. 7, Age of Empires 2. 6, Mass Effect 2. And then the archive apparently doesn't get any of the rest. But you know, one of the top 5 games of all time, according to Stuff.tv, is Super Mario Kart. I mean, I can't even with this fucking Earth. Popular mechanics, the 100 greatest games of all time. Super Mario Kart. I gotta just... I'm just getting more and more upset as every second goes on. How... Now, see, Collider did the greatest and most influential video games of all time, which is much better of a concept of a list. The problem is, of course, every game that they put on that list contributed to this master list, so it doesn't really help. That's how you get all this bullshit on here. Games Radar, the 50 best games of all time. Okay. I'm already fucking pissed. 45 is Symphony of the Night. Alright? Let's just keep that as a benchmark here. 45 is Symphony of the Night. Oh my god. 38 is Bloodborne. So let's see what's better than Symphony of the Night, Bloodborne, Link to the Past. Let's just see what's better. Okay. I mean, plenty of good games here, no doubt. I mean, there's certainly debate here. There we go. Pokemon Go is at 20. The original Sim City is at number 19. So that's better than Symphony of the Night, Bloodborne, and Link to the Past. God, it's getting worse. It's getting worse with every fucking entry now. 18 is fucking Space Invaders. 17 is Super Mario Kart. 16 is Pac-Man. And then 15 is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Oh my god. 6 is Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior. And yeah, they specifically say Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior, year 1991. And the whole text that they put here, the quintessential fighting game that's inspired just about every beat 'em up to grace a console, PC, or arcade cabinet over the last 3 decades. So popular that it got this many extra versions, and today it's the highest grossing fighting game media franchise in existence. It's the best-selling title among a 37 series, and Ryu and Ken are among the most recognizable video game characters of all time. That's not the fucking point of the list, dude! Oh my god. I mean, they put Dark Souls number 1, so I'll give them that. But, Christ on a bike. You know the only solution to this in the long run is that once I'm all done with this, I'm going to make my own fucking top 100 greatest video games of all time. And I'm going to try to be objective as possible, and I ain't going to pay fucking lip service to jack shit. I mean, if the game does not hold up in every aspect and is not, if it's part of like a series, if it's not at least in the top 2 or 3 of that series, then it shouldn't be on your fucking list, all right? Put the better games on the list. That's a no-brainer. Oh my god. This is Popular Mechanics, top 100 games of all time. And yeah, oh my god, there's a lot of fucking lip service going on here. Jesus. They have Oregon Trail as number 75, if you're curious. Pitfall at 73. No. I mean, there's no one. There's no one on the planet. Unless you're unless unless the only game you've ever played in your life is Pitfall. No one actually thinks Pitfall is one of the greatest video games of all time. I'm sorry. Gauntlet's on here. Oh, look, Turtles in Time is on here. That's good. Too bad not enough people actually thought that. I mean, most lists, like most of the games on these lists, are good. I mean, there's arguments to be made, but then they always just throw in bullshit. It's just, oh my God. Wait, did I actually see Super Mario Kart yet on this list? I'm getting worried. Hold up. Sonic the Hedgehog, the first game at 21. Um, no. No, you know there's better Sonic games than that. Asteroids at 17, you know that's bullshit. Jesus Christ. They ranked Super Mario Kart ahead of Ocarina of Time and Doom and Metal Gear Solid and Super Mario Bros. 3 and Portal 2 and Resident Evil 4. They ranked Super Mario Kart Original 1992 at 11 out of 100 of the greatest games of all time. And they tell you why. Well, one could argue that Mario Kart 64 is the superior game. Yes, everyone will argue that. Super Mario Kart stands taller for its far-reaching overall influence. And it's just, I don't make a fucking different list or call your list something different. This isn't the list of the most influential games of all time. And again, Street Fighter 2, 1991 at number 6. And again, in the description, they just talk about how influential it is. Fucking Christ. Miss Pac-Man at number 5. I just want to, like, shake these journalists' heads and be like, are you serious? Is this, I mean, how does this work? Do you get paid? I don't. I mean, number one, they put Link to the Past. I don't really think it's the greatest video game of all time, but I could see some people believing that. But Miss Pac-Man is the 5th greatest video game of all time. Not unless you're some deep fucking seated boomer and you haven't played a video game in the last 20 years. That would be the only way you'd put it Miss Pac-Man at number 5. I don't know. This video ended up way longer than I thought it would be, but I just can't get over like how this is all constructed. And it's like for the most part, it really doesn't matter. I mean, none of this matters. No one really cares about what's on this list or not, other than me, apparently. And it's not like you're just going to introduce someone that has never seen a video game before and is like, oh, check out this list of video games considered the best of all time. And they're going to think, and they're just going to play Miss Pac-Man or something and be like, really, this is one of the best games. I mean, it must be. They consider it to be one of the best. I mean, this is never going to happen. No one is going to care. I don't even know if anyone else will do what I'm doing and go down the list from top to bottom and play them all. But if they do, I hope they also have the same issues that I have. Because there's more than 100 games on this list. So even if I found one list that was top 100 games of all time, and I really agreed with it, um, we still wouldn't quite get to everything. I mean, this covers like every year pretty much, except for the 70s. Um, what I could have done alternatively is I just go and I looked up best games of 1980, best games of 1981, best games of 1982, and then I just picked like the consensual, like the consensus for like the three best games. But I mean, some of these years we're looking at a dozen games, so they. I mean, let's just look. I mean, just to pad out this video even longer for some reason. Let's look up top games of 1992. All right. Now Google shows these nine: Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, Wolfenstein 3D, Streets of Rage 2, Contra 3: The Alien Wars, Super Adventure Island, Soul Blazer, Final Fantasy V, and Bucky O'Hare. Now, some of those are on the list, some of those are not. Alone in the Dark is not here. I mean, on this top games 92. Contra 3 is here. Dune 2 is not here. And I'm really glad that I got to try out Dune 2. Because that was a cool experience. Flashback not here. That would have been okay. Fate of Atlantis is here. Mortal Kombat is not here. Sensible Soccer not here. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is here. Star Control 2 not there. And that would have been the real fucking shame. All right, here we go. Let's go here. Although Final Fantasy V is listed here, and that is absolutely one of the best games of all time. Here, medium, 9 best games of 1992. Honorable mention to Pocky and Rocky. Okay. Number 9, Lunar the Silver Star. All right. 8, EVO. Okay. 7, Super Mario Kart. 6, Shining Force. 5, World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. 4, Landstalker. 3, Final Fantasy V. 2, Wolfenstein 3D. 1, Dragon Quest V. Now, if I had just done those 9, some of those, again, would have been the same. Dragon Quest V I would have skipped because I'd already played it, and I don't consider it one of the best games of all time. Final Fantasy V I would have skipped, of course. Landstalker would have been something new. It's apparently similar to Legend of Zelda, but with like an isometric look. World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Okay. Shining Force probably would have been interesting, although I doubt the original Shining Force is the best one. But, again, we're looking at just the top games of the year. Super Mario Kart, yeah. EVO. I mean, I would love to actually show that on camera at some point. EVO is a great game. Not one of the best games. Maybe one of the best games in 92, but I kind of doubt it. Lunar the Silver Star. Again, that would have been interesting, but I doubt that's the best, because I don't think it's the best in the series. I don't know. I don't know if there's really. I think, yeah, I guess what we're doing is probably as good as anything. It's hard to know, unless all I did was I look up like best games of 1992, and then I just look at games I haven't played before. I mean, that could be a different argument. A lot of the games we're playing on this series I have played before. Hmm. The first Shin Megami Tensei came out in 92. All right, anyways, this has gone on long enough. I need to just like stop getting too upset and just play the games and just deal with it. I mean, we already know this list is kind of bullshit, but it's still somewhat valid for the most part. Again, I'm gonna get less upset as time goes on because I think they really started for newer games. They're strictly looking at newer lists. And for a new game to be on a list of greatest games of all time, it really has to be pretty impressive. Otherwise, people are like, what the fuck? So, I mean, the newest stuff on the list is Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Uncharted 4, Stardew Valley, Witcher 3, Bloodborne, stuff like that. Um, so I'm gonna have less complaints with the list as time goes on, but yeah. Anyways, my name is Mangg. This has been Mangg Plays the Best Games of All Time with Super Mario Kart. And I'll see you fine folks next time.